So the last week, my family and I were recovering from COVID. It was not a fun week, and it's interesting how in Hebrew there's a saying, "Galgal hachozer," which means life is like a turning wheel. And growing up, I used to look at that as a very big threat because the way my teachers explained it to us is when things are going very well, um, be aware because things are about to get very hard and very bad. And we even had stories that they told us about um, great men who were like always waiting for the second shoe to drop, so to speak. And that was my outlook on life. I couldn't ever enjoy myself fully because I was always afraid that then the signal would go off that things are already too good and things have to get bad now. So after leaving the Hasidic system, things turned around completely in the other opposite way, because now when things go not so well, I'm looking forward because I know that it's just a turning wheel, so it's just a thing that's passing. And this past week actually was very different because it wasn't just an ebb, it wasn't just like the wheel was going down. It was really like when you are in a sea swimming and like really, really big storm and you're getting engulfed by the waves, and like really it's getting so dark you don't see any light at the end of the tunnel. So that's how it felt. It felt really bad, really dark, and very hopeless. Like my whole system was very I was in such a deep depression. Like I was like, there's nothing to fight for. Like that's the kind of feeling that it felt. Like it felt so dark around me. There was nothing to look forward to. Even though there is, but sometimes the feeling is so heavy that that's how it feels like. So it's interesting because as soon as things lifted a little and there was some rays of sunshine, some light that came in, I realized I've been there before. I've been in such a down spiral before, and every time it happens, I don't even realize that it's just passing. It's not something that is going to stay. It feels so endless. It feels so thick and such a, like almost like you can touch the darkness. And it was really scary. And at the same time, it's like, I hope next time I remember that this will pass. Because in a time like that, like all the things that usually get me through the day when it is a challenging day, it didn't do much. It really, the only way to get through was just to put one foot in front of the other, but it wasn't feeling like it's making a difference. And that's something that I wanted to share with you, because sometimes we feel like the sadness is endless and life ebbs and flows. Life is like a turning wheel, and it doesn't always feel that way. So I just wanted to share, in case you're in such a dark place, to remember that this will pass and it will be okay. And just put one foot in front of the other. It's really the only way to get through. And I hope for myself I remember next time that this will pass, because once it does, it's like I'm back in the land of the living. It's like suddenly I feel normal again, and it's almost like I can't understand how I was feeling so hopeless. So I hope that happens to you too, and I wish you all the best of life for you today and always. Thank you for listening.